The legend that is New York Knicks guard Jeremy Lin continues to grow. Last night in Toronto, the reluctant superstar did it again.
Here at the Air Canada Center. Lin puts it up. Bang! Jeremy Lin from downtown.
Can't make this up. Lin's last-second three-pointer gave the Knicks their sixth straight victory and continued the craze that many are calling Linsanity. Even President Obama says he is very impressed by Lin. I had a chance to speak with Ron Tarosian, the CEO of one of the largest U.S. public relations firms, 5WPR, and the author of the book For Immediate Release. He says that Lin isn't just crossing borders in the sports world.
I think that Jeremy Lin today is not a sports story. I think he's a pop culture story. I think, again, if you were to close your eyes, you were to think that this would be, you know, a made-for-Hollywood, a made-for-TV movie. You're talking about a Harvard boy. You're talking about, this is, you know, he's really the American dream. And yes, he'll mean revenue for cable operators. He'll mean revenue for sports stores. He'll mean revenue for the NBA. Just a dream come true.
On Monday, Lin was named the NBA's Eastern Conference Player of the Week, as if he's not getting enough accolades now. During that stretch, 109 points. They were the most by an NBA player in his first 4 starts in over 35 years. Talk to me about how that's going to translate into endorsements for this guy.
I think that if Jeremy Lin can continue to play as he has, I think he will surpass Tiger Woods pre-scandal. I think he'll surpass David Beckham. I think he'll surpass Michael Jordan. Why? Because he's the boy next door. Because he's hardworking. You know, what player speaks of sleeping on his brother's couch? What player has a foundation set up before they've made any money? This kid has a foundation set up to help make the world a better place. You know, who talks like that? What athlete today has those kind of values?
Can you compare it to anybody just recently? Maybe Tim Tebow might come to mind, where people were talking about him in saintly terms during his run for the Denver Broncos during last year's football season.
Let's not forget, we're sitting in New York City.
Absolutely. Well, you have Victor Cruz on the one hand, and now you have Jeremy Lin.
New York City is, you know, New York City sets it apart. You know, New York City is the marketing capital, the business, the capital of the world. So when you're able to make it in New York as a marketing star, as a superstar, for me it transcends Tim Tebow. I think that, you know, really this guy, if he's able to deliver on the court, will have unlimited marketing potential off the court.
Reminds me of that big poster that used to be in Times Square in the 80s of Dwight Gooden when he was at the height of his powers, and he all of a sudden became an international star as well. Speaking of internationally, the NBA, as you know, they're pretty adept at trying to broaden their brand and broaden their appeal. What's this going to mean in the Asian markets for them?
I think it'll mean, you know, obviously tremendous success in Asia. You know, obviously Asian operators have already asked for Knicks games to be added to their packages. But I think that Jeremy Lin is not somebody that's going to be the face of the Knicks. He will be, if he continues to play as he has been, the face of the NBA, and much larger than just basketball. I mean, again, I think he's a pop culture success story. He's a mainstream story that will surpass Derek Jeter, that will surpass any other superstar. How can you root against Jeremy Lin? You just can't.
Ron Tarosian, the CEO of 5WPR. And for more on the business of sports, watch